Welcome back to How to Souls. My name is Rach and this is our Mage guide for Asylum Demon, a new series of boss guides where we focus on different classes so we can maybe see which one appeals to you most, and you can see the tactics that I like to use for different builds. This is the Asylum Demon guide, the first boss in the game. Now I know what you're thinking, guys, this boss is super easy, but you never know, you might learn something, so maybe you just like the sound of my voice. I don't know, for whatever reason that you are here, let's have some fun. So, the first thing you want to do before you go through any boss fog wall is you want to take stock of the situation, right? You want to make sure you're ready. It's very serious stuff, Asylum Demon, right? So we've lost a bit of health. You want to make sure you are tip-top health for dropping down onto this boss, just in case for whatever reason you like miss the plunging attack or he like heckin' hits you with his hammer as soon as you fall. Like you just want to like top off, first thing. Second thing, for this boss, the boss has actually noticed me. Did you hear that? That's so weird. He's like stomping. Anyway, the second thing for this boss is you want to make sure you have equipped your weapon and your shield, because you start off this game with a broken straight sword, so you want to make sure you have equipped your proper weapon. Now the dagger isn't really going to do much because we're a mage. The dagger is purely for the plunging attack. What the mage is mainly going to use is the catalyst. So only sorcerer characters will start off with the catalyst, and also you get soul arrows to go with it. So what I'm going to suggest is you are not going to be using your shield on this character. You're mainly going to be using range and magic. So you don't just take that off your bars. Like just don't use it. It's just equipment weight that you don't need. It's going to impair your rolling. And then equip your catalyst. So with the catalyst in our left hand and the dagger in our right hand, we're ready to go and fight the Asylum Demon. So our main strategy here is going to be range. We're going to open the fight with plunging attack, which you can do as a jumping attack, if you like, for a little bit of extra damage, like so. You will see a puddle of souls in this room here. It's because I am super out of practice with recording and I decided to restart. So as soon as we get down, I've just picked them up so they're not distracting. As soon as we get down, we want to just create some distance, okay? And then start firing soul arrows. You want to fire like 1 or 2. Don't get caught spamming because he does have a pretty long weapon, okay? Tuck close to him. If you get like around the side of him, he tends to do this butt drop attack, which is really good. Gives you another window to fire off 2 soul arrows, okay? So only do 2 and then see what he does, okay? You have the advantage of range, but so does he to an extent. So you can outrange his attack, go back in close, see if he does the butt drop. If he does a mace swing, you're just gonna have to sort of like try and stick to his back and avoid that. He does have that jumping attack, which will close damage, but it's, I mean, you could see it did a tiny little bit of damage to me there just because I was like partially rolling it. So we're gonna bait an attack, roll through that. Even if it hits you, it should sort of let you back off in time to get another soul arrow in. So that is like Asylum Demon doesn't have a lot of health and your soul arrows do a ton of damage. The main thing is to not spam them, to be aware of the arena. The arena is not that big. You want to try and get him on one side of it. Make sure he's like in the middle of an attack or like after an attack, and just like sort of roll back, outrange his mace, and then fire off a couple of arrows. We did that in 7 soul arrows and of course the plunge from the dagger, so he should go down pretty quickly. You probably won't need all 4 of your Estus flasks unless you get particularly unlucky with his attacks. Hopefully you get a couple of butt drops and you're able to kill this guy super easily. Thank you very much for watching. Please do check out my warrior, heckin' rogue, cleric and pyromancer guides for Asylum Demon in case you don't fancy the mage, and I'll see you in the next boss video.